Well, it's fall. I guess it was fall last week too, but it's even more fall this week. And the end of September, and it was my birthday this week, so let's have a good stream.
Shame.
Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Famicom Dojo Pile of Shame Live, where this week we're going to play even more Chrono Trigger because it's getting real interesting finally. Yeah, man. Once you get sick of it, let me know if you're getting sick of it. I'm not getting sick of it. It's been a lot of fun. I guess before I start, it was my birthday this week. I have turned the age of the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. If you catch that reference, you're probably as old as I am. But yeah. I guess to catch up a little bit, what have I been playing lately? Because a reminder that the pile of shame isn't about the badness of the game. It's about my shame not having played games I know are good or just should have played by now. And one of the things that was on the pile was this one right here. I Saw Black Clouds, which I bought on, as you can see, well, this actually doesn't say limited run. Could have sworn it, yeah, there we go, limited run. It was a limited run game, published. And it sat there for weeks unplayed, mostly because it was on my PS4 and I haven't been getting my PS4 out a lot. But I've gone through it a few times now, and it tells me that there are multiple endings, and I've only found two of them, despite having played it 5 or 6 times now, and so it's frustrating me a little bit. So I was thinking about maybe switching it up to that game. Maybe I need to play more of it to like know where all the pivot points are. It's like a choose your own adventure game, basically, because it's all like video, right? So think like Double Switch or Night Trap, but with like less gamey elements. It's more choose your path kind of thing. Anyway, I should look up more about how that game works because I am stuck in what else I can do. But anyhow, hello Rachel, how are you? Thank you. All right, let's get this road on the show or something. To the retro station.
Shame.
Hey Satoshi. Ooh, Warsaw. That's a new subscriber right there. Green Pimienta. It's finally moved on from the 3 it always goes through. That's fascinating. I wonder, and there's Rachel, I wonder how many it's going to go through before it's done. Is it making noise every time it does that too? Boy, that's going to get annoying if it doesn't stop. Okay, it went through 3. Oh, and then there's me. Maybe it's just the top 6 now. Well, while it's doing that, tonight's beverage of choice is this raspberry Kringle Stout. Last year, Central Waters Brewing Company released a Pecan Kringle Stout. Maybe they still will, or this might be the variety for this year. But I found that to be more pleasing to my palate. And it's only 12% alcohol as opposed to 12.3%, so that 0.3% is what gets you. But anyway, yeah, not bad. Give it a try. This is my second one. Thanks to my wife for getting this. And it was Satoshi's birthday a few days ago. Awesome. Same week, huh? That's amazing. Happy birthday. Libras are the best, right? I think so. Where did we leave off, guys? We came back to the past, I believe. We were railroaded into this spot, unless we're in a different spot. Maybe we're in a different spot than we were before. Okay. Ooh, snap. So, we found out that Lavos destroys the world in 1999. And now we've traveled about 1,400 years into the past. Well, 2,000, 1,800 from where we were. Figure out what's going on, how we can maybe stop them. So we're in the year 600 AD at the moment. Okay, this has already been opened. I've opened these. I've been here. How have I been here already? These guys do seem familiar. I'm just going to run by them, perhaps. Let's beat them up. Why not? But if you're a Hitchhiker's fan, I've turned the answer to the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. So that's me for a whole year. Okay. Do we need to sleep? What's 10G gonna do to me? It's fine. Thanks, Satoshi. Happy birthday back to you as well, again. Oh, it's those mysterious thingamajigs still. Oh. Sealed by a mysterious force. Well, can't open those yet. Okay. Legendary hero appeared. Has he now? King is not wounded. Is it me? Am I the hero? So the Magus. Like, to my understanding, that they lost this war. So King is wounded, huh? So, is this one of those things where, like, we make the future happen? Like, maybe the Magus' army was supposed to... Oh, boy. Yeah, these are not any good for me. None of these are good. Can I sell? Oh. God, I was playing PlayStation, so I'm not used to the accept and go back buttons being flipped. Oh. Data isn't here, so I can't give him the vest. Iron suit I can get rid of, though. Right? Yeah. Let's sell that. Bolt sword. I'm gonna keep that for a bit. I'm not hurting for money. At least they take my money here, even though it's 400 years in the past. there's that church. We beat up everyone. Yeah, Libru! Let's do it. Yeah, like, it's not sweet per se, and a sweet beer isn't really my thing anyway, but it's tart in a not entirely pleasant way. So, difficult to say. All right, so if the king's in Wudu, let's go to the castle. Let's see what's what. Hopefully we won't get stopped along the way. So far, so good. Now, last they saw us, we were getting chased away. Letting me in this time? So the queen was missing. Now the king's been wounded. Who is this legendary hero? If it's me from the future, I won't be shocked. Probably won't be me from the future, though. Me from the past, it'd be very shocking. What's wrong with Queen Lee? Because she's sad? I kind of want to keep talking about I Saw Black Clouds, if you guys don't mind. It was released in 2021, and it looks like it was produced by a Welsh company. I wasn't expecting it to be a British game. There was anything wrong with that. It was just not what I was expecting. So it was kind of neat to have those. Have it different. Nothing here for me. So the main story, I mean, it's a very mature game, so that's also why I'm not sure if I should play it on the stream, but you play Christina and your friend Emily has taken her own life and you're trying to figure out why. And just exactly what happens depends on how you answer certain questions at certain points. So I'm able to reliably get to 3 different scenarios, but the game only thinks that they're actually 2 different scenarios, which is strange to me. There's apparently at least 2 more, and I can't get to them no matter what I do. In fact, I couldn't get back. So the first time I played it through a certain way, you know, as like a role-playing thing. And I got to the least supernatural version of the story. There they are all taken. Are they dead? Are they sleeping? But it's also the one that makes the most sense given the ending. And then, like, the other one I found makes less sense because it shows characters at the end who you never interact with. I feel like the way to go here is to, like, find a way to bring those 2 storylines together. But it seems like there's a pretty sharp fork in the road. So I was like, well, maybe, you know, there's, like, the 2 main branches, and then there's, like, one off of here and one off of here. All I've been told so far is that Christina isn't strong enough yet to face the truth of what happened, which is frustrating because there are stats in this game where, like, every decision you make, even if it's not consequential to the overall story, affects your character's mood and then her relationship with 2 specific other characters, one of whom you don't even necessarily have to meet. And no matter how much I max out those stats, I can't seem, like a strength is one of those stats especially, like I've maxed it out and it hasn't done me a darn bit of good, so it's very frustrating. I gotta look up a hint guide, not like a straight up walkthrough. What do I do? Okay, let's look up the walkthrough here. Time. Help the Elder's house. Current ruler of the domestic tribe. Oh no, did I goof? Hold on. I might have gotten out of that Mystic Village too soon. Oh shoot, okay. We'll just leave it. Alright, I got through the cave. To the pass. Hold on a second. I am going to load it from here. Let's go back. Where did I come in? Here? In square. There we go. Tonight, the mic is too low and the game audio is too high. What the heck? I didn't change anything. That's the most frustrating part. All right. How am I now? I'm louder? Wonder if the battery's dying. I'll turn the game audio down a little bit too. All right. I even checked everything before I logged on to make sure like the colors weren't off and like, you know, the microphones were all set up correctly. And so it's very, very frustrating that I can't turn this thing off and have things be consistent from day to day or week to week. All right, where's my house? Did I already introduce her to all my friends? I need to go to Lucas' house. Which I apparently haven't explored very much before. There we go. There he is. Where's he going? Oh, Oh, there was... Here we go. There's a door here. Oh. Oh, he's down there. Okay. Can I go this way and find a door? Another one here. Hey, here we go. Is it like a loft? This is the quality commentary you came here for, I can see. Sweet. So I am disallowed. Oops. Okay. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks, Alexa. Okay, I need to make sure I can use the teleportation bit here. Oh, poop. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know how much of I Saw Black Clouds I should talk about, because I don't know if you guys have played it or don't want to be spoiled on it. I want to wait for me to play it. I've been trying to find other things I could play besides this, because this is the 7th week I've done it. Not quite consecutively, but pretty darn close. So I'm wondering if maybe I should do something else for a little bit and come back to this. I don't know. I mean, people seem to really enjoy the last episode. Had a lot of viewers on that one. So maybe we're doing okay. I don't know. Yeah, these guys are weak now. So I appreciate the acting in it, the cinematography, and like there's some really great use of color. And like contrast and stuff, even in like the same environment. It's really important to see where you're going, even though you don't have any like real control. And the way that the choose your own adventure stuff works by default is it's timed, sometimes really fast, for you to make a decision. Otherwise, like a default one happens for you. You can't go into a streamer mode, which I think the point of that is to be like talking to your audience and be like, hey, what should I do next? Where it's not timed, and it'll actually pause on the moment where you would need to make a new decision. So, oh, maybe I got railroaded into the thing here during this time? I can't remember. Anyway, the guide said to like hop into this one because it'll get closed off later. So if I want to keep it, I gotta take advantage of it now. There it is. Ooh, that opened up another one. Bangor Dome. I'm not ready to go there. Mystic Mountain, no. Protodome, no. Medina, no. All right. Back we go. On the other hand, some of the technical execution isn't as smooth as I would expect you to be able to achieve. So like while some of the cuts are like good cinematic cuts between your decisions you make, and like the video of the characters like kind of waiting for you to make the decision, it's not always the case where like it might cut to like a different take of the same shot, which seems like they could have covered that somehow. And then given that there are differences in the story depending on your choices, but you can visit some of the same locales and the different events happen, like just from like a production standpoint, I can see how they would have like on the same day or set of days filmed in the same location with the same costumes. The costumes are great, by the way. I don't know, I should look up the credits on who did the costume design, but it's pretty interesting. They seem to have a thing for like, you know, like dresses and corsets, but like over t-shirts and like dress shirts and stuff. It's actually a pretty interesting look. Yeah. I'm not sure to think of what like the real story of the game is supposed to be though, because apparently neither one of the routes I've traveled so far is quite the whole thing. Have you guys ever played Shadow of Destiny? It was a PS2 game, like early 2000s. It involves time travel. It's a Japanese game. I forgot who made it, but hold on, let me see where I'm supposed to go here. Hold on. Apparently I'm able to challenge Lavos at this point, which I don't think I want to do. I'm not ready for that. Oh. There it is. I'm gonna leave a note here. Okay, not gonna do that. Okay, head to Truce Canyon. First thing you notice as you pass, monsters have changed. Talk to the townspeople to learn the legendary hero. Go to Xenon Bridge, learn they need supplies. Just to be sure the blue imps have joined in with green imps. Talk about friends. Alright, so I went to the bridge. They need supplies. Alright, so do I need to like go get the supplies myself? Is that what the hint is? My mistake for going to the castle first, I guess. Yeah, so Shadow of Destiny is a time travel story. It starts in the modern era, but like you, I think, first and quickly travel into like medieval times. It's supposed to take place in Germany, I think, which is an interesting choice for a Japanese game. And that game has multiple endings, but it's all part of one large story. The game starts where you basically get killed. Your main character gets killed, and this homunculus created from the Philosopher's Stone or the Sorcerer's Stone brings you back to life, and you're now kind of his servant, though. So it's not a good time for you. And if you deviate too much from what it wants you to do, then it'll be a bad time for you. Let's just say. Head to the kitchen, talk to the chef. I thought I did talk to the chef. I already did all this. Well, so I may have to stop early tonight because my kiddos are tired and need to go to bed early. So I don't recall how many different endings I've gone to, but you know, it's a proper, you know, it's a game, like 3D animated, all that stuff. Wow, okay. I'm gonna go. So let the dialogue play out. Head back to the entrance. Okay. Ooh, and a power tab. So these are the supplies of the one jerky. Good lord. I'm supposed to feed an army. So, like, I know, like, loosely, kind of, the decisions you have to make to get the whole story. Like again, every ending kind of interlocks. So it's not like one or the other thing. It's all part of the one big story, but only certain things you do can reveal all of it, and you can only do one. There are like 5 endings. You can only get one at a time. So I've wanted to do a future retro or some kind of video about it for years now, since we started Famicom Dojo, basically. But now it's so many years later, I don't know how well it's going to play out. I also got a component cable for my PS2, hoping to get better video, but not all games support that. And this was one of them, so bummer. But anyway, it's a very interesting and clever game, I think, and I would love to try it again. I think I have the patience now to like walk through it and play it enough times to get the footage I need and see all the endings finally. But that's kind of what I Saw Black Clouds feels like to me, where the endings I think are all supposed to interlock eventually once you can figure out how to do it. But I'm at my breaking point where I don't know how to make different decisions than the ones I've made, because there are a lot of them. It says in like the 6 playthroughs I've made like 1,000 decisions all of a sudden. Or maybe the point is you have to see enough of the game, because it even tells you how many scenes are available and how many you've seen. And after the first time through, I saw like 250 out of 530 something. I'm up to 400 something now, so there's still a bunch I haven't seen. I just don't know how to get to it. But there's not a lot more I haven't seen. Scene, get it? Oh shoot, I meant to save the game. We'll save it here. Yeah, some games, and maybe Shadow of Destiny is one of them, will support 480p. Oh, I need to use magic on these guys. Will support 480p on the title screen, but then once the game starts, it just bombs out. So that's frustrating because like having like a partial support is very confusing. No, I think it's Shadow of the Colossus. So I'm pretty sure that I got that cable before the PS4 re-release remake came out, which I have played on this show. Ooh, apparently magic doesn't work on this floating who's it. Oh, snap. Won't you? Uh-oh. Oh! Necromancer. Don't like that. I gotta make sure that we are all healed up. Apparently I forgot to buy more tonics on this save. Oops. Oh, and I didn't use the N either. Oopsie doodles. Why would I want 240p? That seems worse. Does it upscale better? I don't know. Got one hit off on Ozzy. Oh boy. I may not be ready to face this guy. And Chrono's out. Now let's attack the butt first. That seems like a good plan. Ooh, ouch. Okay, I can do regular attacks. Maybe I'll do those instead. Or maybe not. Maybe just Chrono. Ooh, that's pretty good. These are stronger, but I'm running out of MP, so not great. Oh, he healed from ice? Oh, that so-and-so. Ooh. Ooh. I may have to run this back, guys, and try and play again, because I am not gonna make it. Oh, is she dead? Oh, pretty darn close. Attack his butt! Hit him in the butt! Oh boy. He got his butt! Uh-oh. That's no good. Did that give me MP back? Oh, it did. Alright, maybe I can use the heal then, as soon as I... Okay. R-Whirl. Oh, is she out? Oh, phew. Yikes. Okay. Uh-oh. How did that go? Oh, 57? Healed him. Okay, ice hurt him. That's good to know. Oops. Heal! Oh, shit! Did I say that? I didn't. Oh, God. I'm healing, not using tonics. That's just embarrassing. Maybe he'll survive the next attack. Alright, now I gotta wait for my aura whirl going. Alright, so fire bad. Ice good. Well, lightning also bad, so I just want ice. Okay. Ice and attacks. Oh, right. Well, Shadow of Destiny is a very cinematic game. This is probably why I'm comparing it to this one. So cinematic might benefit more from 240p. I guess I have to muck with the settings and play through the game and see what I like, but oh, does he now? Oh, he died though. That works. Yeah, I can see 240p upscaling better than 480i going to like a 480p setting, which is what I would expect to happen. So that's something worth considering. Oh no. Okay. Oh, there's humans here. Fantastic. Don't have any revives? Alright. Thanks a lot. No problem. Yeah, I'll try this game out. Like, you know, it's worth trying because I have the cables, so. What's in here? Saw it blinking at me. You're locked. Mega it bromide? Good thing I saved the game before I agreed to this. I don't know, what's a magic tab? What did I give him? It's fine. Oh, let me rest. Yes, please. A lot of Pete. Looking for the hero? Bet I am. Clear your conscience. Oh, can I sleep, please? Champion of the world. Yeah, I'm real curious about who this so-and-so is going to be. Mystical sword. Whose house? Rainbow shell. Is Tomo one of the guys? I don't have the cover art available. It just says Chrono Trigger on the cartridge here, so. Rainbow armor. Yeah, it was a mistake to trust him. I'm not flaky at all. Starting to feel like Zelda 2 right now. Hello. Guarding the woods? Good on ya. Where am I going? Here's a mountain. Lots of little towns. All right, can I sleep at this end? Oh, thank God. Yeah, there's like subtitles in Shadow of Destiny. They aren't necessary. And in fact, I find them distracting when capturing video, so. I think it might work out. We'll see. There are so many. There are so many people with problems. I feel like I have to solve all of them before I can go any farther in this game. Okay, let's go upstairs. Hello. Okay. I haven't gotten here yet, right? Elder's house. Yeah, I have. Or I've been to a house that's shaped like this. Ah, more of these things. Bleh. Anyway, should I talk about some TV or something? I've been watching Raids by Wolves, which I found out after I got into like halfway through the first season, got canceled this year. It premiered in 2020 and then COVID. So 2022 is when the second season was, and then no more apparently. But it's an HBO Max, so it actually, I think, survived the later HBO Max purge due to the merging, but maybe it wouldn't have if it had survived even that long. But it's a show about, it's a science fiction show about a future where the Earth has been ravaged by a war between the Mithraic, he sapped health from that other enemy. At least it wasn't one of my guys. That was a lot of health he took. The Mithraic religious extremists and apparently some militant atheists. And the more you go into the show, the more you realize that neither side's very good. But the atheists were able to get off a a pod full of 12 embryos and 2 androids to start the human race over again on Kepler 22b, which is an actual planet that we found using telescopes and whatnot that is in the Goldilocks zone of its star and is otherwise relatively Earth-like from what we can tell. So they fictionalized this planet to have certain life forms such as they are. You hurt him enough, he just eats his buddies. Oof. Guess we go for the buddies first, huh? As you go through the first episode, things don't really go to plan. And eventually, a Mithraic Ark called the Ark of Heaven shows up with 1,000 colonists, and it is a bad time for everyone. But like the first thing I notice about the show, other than like its interesting, if not occasionally frustrating lore, is that, you know, people tend not to hold androids in high regard, as you do. It's a very Star Wars thing to treat like droids, for instance, as not alive and not worthy of any kind of kindness or sympathy. Which is a bummer, because as the show progresses, you see that these androids are like better parents than most people. Or at least they're not any worse. Let's put it that way. They express human emotions, even some of the petty ones, at various points, and they're very relatable. Like, they're very much like automatons, right? But you can't claim they have no inner life, or feelings or ideas. And they're even aware of like how human, unusually human their traits are based on their base model specifications. Apparently, androids are actually mostly used by the religious Mithraic, and these were reprogrammed by the atheists to raise new children in the atheist way. And you know, I say militant atheists because they fought a war for one thing, but it's like when the Mithraic do show up, like the androids, and by the extension the children, are very like rude to the point of like they behave in a way you might expect like the hyper like religious zealot would toward other people. Like, you know, we don't allow this here, we do things this way, which seems like it's a kind of against their actual ethos. For one thing, they claim that they're pacifists, which does not seem to at all be the case. Because how can you be pacifist when you fight a war? So it might make you think, oh, it's Frog Guy. So it might make you think that like the Mithraic are the pure aggressors here. And as the show goes on, they're not. What? You dink. Dink. Out of here. Well, he got the news. So maybe he'll chase us down. Oh, I got a magic scarf. Whatever that is. Can I steal from this one? Or did I miss my chance? Because I talked to him first. Anyway, the two androids, mother and father, mother ends up having a secret she didn't know about, that she is not the model that she thinks she is. Like, in fact, the model that she actually is reminds me of Oh, I can't remember what they're called. So in Mass Effect 3, the Asari get turned into a certain kind of husk, like a certain kind of Reaper foot soldier, and that's what these types of androids remind me of. Terrifying. But she's been reprogrammed to be a caregiver, which is like antithetical to her original Mithraic kill everything programming. Very interesting juxtaposition, actually. But I keep getting hung up on how, in order to make the two sides equally terrible, like the atheists aren't as believable as terrible. Like there are ways to make them terrible, but they didn't do them. And especially when you get into the second season, like their terribleness like mirrors the like central authority religious fervor of the Mithraic in a way that doesn't make sense. Like this is a really easy target to like say poke fun at like communism or whatever, and they don't really do that. Feels like a missed opportunity. Instead, it's more still like belief in central authority, but like in not even like a commonwealth of anything. It's like they're all taking orders from a computer. Very frustrating. Banshees, yes, thank you, Satoshi. The Necromancer android that Mother is based on remind me of Banshees from Mass Effect 3. They're very similar, very terrifying. It's the high-pitched scream, mostly, that I'm thinking of there. So, very interesting though, because there's a lot of ideas about nature versus nurture in there, and like ultimately, like any good science fiction, it comes down to like whatever your background, however you were brought up, whatever your belief system is, that there's like commonality, and there should be room for more variety in thought and action than like these strictures. So it's super weird to me that the atheists in particular, like this is what we definitely do that separates us from the Mithraic, rather than like a loose ragtag group of underdogs that can't get along. They have a religion of sorts that they really don't deviate from, and I don't feel like that makes any sense personally. So I get frustrated with it because of stuff like that. On the other hand, like there's really no room to doubt if the Mithraic religion is BS or not. Like certainly the atheists think that, but as events unfold in the show, there is either like some intelligence or something that proves that there's something potentially to the Mithraic religion, and it's not all hokum, which isn't a bad thing. You know, there could be a reasonable explanation for that, and they're probably working up to it, but they'll never get there because the show got canceled. And I'm halfway through the second season now. So anyway, yeah, I'm just watching it now for those interesting ideas to see how they continue to play out throughout the show. One thing that seems like could use more introspection, is that there appears to have been life, possibly Earth-based life, that preceded these people by potentially 1 million years or more. I don't know if they're going to get to that. It reminds me in good ways of Battlestar Galactica and like the cycle of time kind of thing. Like the androids remind me a lot of Cylons, you know, the human-like Cylons. I think the thing I appreciate most is the relationship between mother and father, especially once she starts exhibiting what you can only describe compared to him as superpowers, and like the jealousy this engenders. Like, and then how they're struggling with like having such human emotions for not being humans. It's something I haven't seen shows really do. Like, imagine Data, right? Like, but a little more advanced. Like, he's not wishing to be human in this case, but exhibiting unexpectedly very human traits now and again. Mentioning their creator, who is very real and they can give a name to, which is Campion, and they name one of the children after him. But then there are times where like people remark to Mother how she refers to their creator with almost a religious zeal, and she of course denies this as ridiculous. But those are the kinds of parallels that I know that they're trying to make to not really both sides it per se, but to just make it more accessible, I guess, and also more oh, the subscription thing's popping off again. That's great. There's nothing else for me here. I'm gonna check. British food rations are given right sides. Oh. I didn't receive a golden helm. How did I miss that? Lame. Lame! I'm not going through that again. Alright, I defeated the Zombor. Cursed Woods. Alright, this is... find a mid-town that can shelter in the chest. Have a magic scarf. Oh, I didn't even try and equip that yet. Chrono, well, okay, any of them can use it. Sweet. Power goes down. Magic goes up. Hit goes down, magic goes up. Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, speed seems like it's an important quantity right now, but I'm gonna give her that. It's like if I go here. Hold on a second. Oh, I'm already on the other side of this. Bummer, dude. Alright, well. Sorry, did I not save it before we went in here? I just got it, okay. I did not watch Defying Gravity, no. So anyway, I got like 4 episodes left. I don't think they made it to a full 10 for season 2 for whatever reason. But Tendario Mountains. Oh, I missed something apparently. Okay, let's keep on moving. I guess enough about that show. What about Quantum Leap? You guys are watching the new Quantum Leap? 2 episodes out so far. The pilot about a heist of the... Here's the pass. Right there. The Nadoro Mountains. Ow. Jerk. Ow. Double jerk. And the second episode was about a space shuttle Atlantis and a disaster that never happened. Even like the resolution of the quasi-disaster that they ended up preventing also never happened. But they do mention the Columbia disaster in 2003. The fun thing about that episode was that Ben has to, every time he like changes the future and like saves the person he's leaped into and then the crew, he actually makes it worse for everyone overall, which is kind of funny. I kind of appreciate that. But yeah, I did a whole tweet thread about it. I wrote a video where I think I mentioned this last week, where I wrote a video that I'm probably not going to get to finish really. Who's that weirdo? But one hit. Oh, all right. Where can I find Defying Gravity? Well, this Ogun has a hammer. Seems bad. So I guess I won't say much more than, boy, they spend a lot of time in the future and with the ensemble, and maybe that's just how the show is going to go. Like I'm really used to it being just like Sam and Al, and then they have to make do with the characters that they have, but they're not spending a lot of time fleshing those characters out in favor of the ensemble. So Ben's story, at least in this most recent episode, ends up mirroring the conflict between the team. But the story itself doesn't seem like there's any... There's a lot of like walk a mile in another person's shoes kind of thing. Like they have to sympathize with each other to become a more better, effective team. At least that's the plot of this particular episode. But like the time travel thing feels like it's secondary to those goals, which isn't bad. It's just a different show. So I'm very curious. Although I'm pretty sure, I didn't look this up yet, I'm pretty sure they go to Al's widow, Beth. And I'm pretty sure it's the same actress from the original show, which is a little strange because she played Beth in the past, like 20 years past. And so it's still her, but in our present time, but 20 years younger than she would be if she had been, I don't know, whatever. I still like it. I still like the show. I think it has promise. It's just going to be ultimately a different show. And I don't know how well it's doing right now compared to other things. So I don't want to say too much more than that, but gotta revive. Oh, yeah. Just suffice to say for now that I'm looking forward to next week's episode. Oh, he's asleep. Oh. Okay, well that's mean. Jerk. Oh, it's on Hulu, okay. I mentioned, ooh, ouch. I should probably use magic on him, huh? I mentioned, I gotta be done soon. Sorry, guys. I mentioned, ooh, I didn't do much. Ow! Hey! Yeah, there we go. Ugh. Oh, his thing was on fire. Well, that helped. He's just a full-on goblin. It says Ogan, though. Luca leveled up, all right. I want to fight these guys. Yeah. I don't know what else. I mentioned Time Traveler's Wife, right? Very disappointed that I got canceled. Maybe not everyone feels that way. I mentioned in the latest Two Boobs Watch the Tube podcast that my thoughts about it. So go listen to. Actually, was it the one that we recorded? Either way, the video, both video versions of the ones last year recorded. So Severance and Gravity Falls are on the website famicomdojo.tv. Or they're on Vinnk's YouTube channel. And the audio version of Severance came out Thursday. So, my birthday podcast to you all. Ugh, this guy. I'll just wait for Marla Luca. Burn his friggin' hammer, which makes him more vulnerable. Suffice to say, I watched the movie again after watching the first and apparently only season of the show. And Time Traveler's Wife, I feel like is more interesting as a series because it can delve into the ideas a bit more, but also because the movie treats everyone a lot more kindly. They're all more straightforward, like good, and by comparison, especially after having watched the show, it feels like the scenes are all rushed. And it's based on a book, right? So I feel like the book probably had more room to breathe as well. And the movie just rushes a lot of things. And it makes you cry at the end. Ugh. I felt like that these freelancer guys were kind of like Proto Man. But there's not just one guy, it's a bunch of guys. Oh well. All right, after this I'm gonna have to stop because I gotta be done and then I gotta read off our thing. So I'm gonna get started right now. Thank you for watching, everyone. As always, please support us on Patreon. It's at patreon.com/Famicom Dojo. Even $1 is better than an ad. If you're watching right now, you should subscribe. I'm gonna save this. Subscribe to this channel so that you can get more updates on when we do things like this, or if you wanted to get us watching, doing one of our podcasts, that's usually on this channel. Although Vinnk is the one that hosts the live streams of the Two Boobs Watch the Tube, but we'll have a Famicom Dojo podcast on this channel next. We are working on new videos that are scripted and edited. So if you want to see drafts of those before anyone else, then you should become a patron now for even as little as $1, and you will get to see that at least a week before everyone else does. You might even get to see drafts if we need to be like, hey, what do you guys think of this? And then that was a great support for our Star Fox 2 video last year, which wouldn't have been as good without that. No, not Star Fox 2. That was 2 years ago. Last year was Another World, aka Out of This World, which we went back to the drawing board and retooled. Kept a lot of the same stuff, but added a lot more, made it twice as long. I feel there's a better video for it, so thank you all. I also forgot last week to read off our patrons, so let me remedy that. I could name you off twice, but it really wouldn't help at all. Andrew Greeley, our Dojo disciples are Andrew Greeley, Daniel Hathcock, and Ogre III. You might get a t-shirt tier are Butt Lord, Jody A. Cornelius, Keith Robinson, Lena Blue, Peter Burrell, and Rachel Mosier. And I know Rachel is, or at least was, watching for a while there. Thank you all. If you want to join their ranks, we have our new T-shirt design. I think we're going to start asking people about it for next month, and then we'll start printing them for the end of October or November. And then if you don't like that design and don't want to be a part of that, then we can give you a discount on the previous year's stuff. But if you want like totally free T-shirt, then this is the one we're going to go for. But we'll see what makes the most people happy first. Sound good? All right, then I guess until next time, the dojo is gonna find some other game to play. Unless you're liking this one, let me know in the comments. Comment after this video is over. Leave a comment. I'll just chat. Comment. And then join us on Discord. So thank you, everyone.
Famicom Dojo.